Okay, remember I was telling you, when I turn this nut, the whole thing is spinning. So inside, that whole little upright piece is spinning right and it's turning. I'm gonna reach down in there and hang on to it. And kind of hold it. You know, get this on here. I can hold this inside. Let's see if I can't get it. Jeez. Wow. Wow. Whoa. Man. I keep working on it. I only had some help here. You know, you just keep trying. The second you think you can't do it, and you try one more time, voila. You can do it after all, can't you? See, they had that nut on there really super tight because that mashes the gaskets up in there. I'll have to look at this nut really close. I may have to get this whole assembly at the store. I'm hoping they have this at the store. I may have to go to a wholesale house, a plumbing wholesale house, if they don't have it at the local hardware store or a big warehouse store or something like that. Okay, so far so good. At least we're getting it. And you know what? Anybody else would have to go through the same thing. So do you want to pay buku bucks to have somebody else do it when you can do it yourself? Well, I guess that's your choice. Now this metal section here is loose, okay? So now I should be able to slide that back out of the toilet like that. Okay? Now we can tackle this gasket. And it's sitting there and it's attached. The gasket here at all three bolt holes goes up through the hole, and there's some rubber on the inside I saw, and I thought, oh, that's kind of slick. So I'm going to have to kind of push on it, you know, from the inside here. There it goes. There, see? See that? That's attached on there. That fit in. That's kind of slick. If I can find this same piece, I hope I can. I hope I can. Because I'd rather. It takes all the guesswork out of it. If I can match it up like for like, instead of a separate donut in the middle and separate little gaskets for each bolt, that way is a little bit trickier, you know? Okay, now I've got to work on that one there. I wanted to show you a close-up of that rubber piece. See that? How there's a head on it, and that gets pushed up through the toilet. That's the part, and it's actually attached there, so it's a no-brainer. However you see it, that's how it goes back. You know, the new one. That's why I'm hoping to find one exactly like this. Here's something else you're going to have to be careful of. Here's somebody else's bath mat. See my hands? See how dirty they are and greasy and stuff? You know, I've been washing them off every way possible after each step that I do, so I don't get it, my grubbies all over the place. I could have had a cloth, drop cloth, and put that down, but I don't have one with me, so this bath mat's going to have to do, and I think it'll be fine. I just have to be careful. I want you to be careful too. Keep your hands as clean as you can after each step so you don't get your grubbies all over the place. Now see, that's where that was. See these markings up here? This is where it was leaking. Remember? It was dripping right up out of there. And it's started to form some growth, you know, just a little bit. And there's marks all along here. So, you know, gaskets don't last forever. So my guess is this toilet is pretty darn old. Time for a new gasket. You probably want to see what was on the other side of that, don't you? We'll pull that out. Looks like it's attached. It's attached to the flapper. Have to unhook that, I guess. Okay. See there? That's the flapper. And see, here's a rubber gasket here too. I don't think it was leaking from that, but you never know. See, that's why I say when you go to the store, you know, the first thought would be, oh, I'll just take this gasket in. All I got to do is get that. Well, maybe you should get this gasket here too. See, this gasket comes off too. But instead of that, I think I'm going to take this whole setup to the store. I can put this back on here like that. And put this nut on there like that. Now, if I can just get by with the gaskets, fine. But they might have a setup that you buy everything, and it might be cheaper than just buying the gaskets, or maybe they don't sell the gaskets all by themselves. And so that's why I want to bring this tree with me, to make sure that the next one looks pretty much like this one, so I feel comfortable knowing it's going to fit. I'll probably also take the bolts back too. I guess I should probably put this on the proper way, because it goes up this way, right? That. Just so I don't get confused when I get to the store and think, hey, wait a minute, what's happening here? You know? Kind of leave it like that. And I can even put the screw back in there if I want. And I think I'll put at least one in there with the washer on the back side. That way, if I have to at the store, if I have to get some new bolts, I'll know what length I need. Because I don't want to get some real long ones and think, oh, I got to cut those off with a hacksaw or something later. Because maybe they'll hit the toilet bowl if they're too long, you know? So it's always good to be prepared. I got to go to the store. I might as well make sure I got all my working parts that might come into question. The worst thing is, you go to the store and you think, oh, I remember this, that, and the other thing, and no problem. You get to the store and they got 4 different sizes of stuff. And let me tell you, I've done it many a time. I get to the store and I think, oh no, what size was it? What length was it? Which way of the angle of the dangle was it? You know? And like, oh man, I should have brought that part with me. Oh, I'll just get something. And I get something and sure enough, it's the wrong part or something. Or I end up getting 2 parts. Well, I'll get this one and luckily one of them works, and then I still have another trip to take it back to the store. You know? So be safe rather than sorry. Well, I guess I can't go much further until I go back to the store and get my parts. But since I'm here, I've got a faucet I've got to replace. So I'm going to do that before I leave. So if you want to check out that, I'm going to be posting that up on my channel too. If you need any help with your faucet replacement, check it out.